Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. What is happening? Nobody can figure out why, out of nowhere, we are pumping XRP at the time of making this. 89 cents, 49 at the time of making this. Check this out. Look at these things. Look at it. Like over 7 days, a 43.29% up in the last 7 days. But why? That nobody at the moment can answer why it's happening. Now, there are speculations as to why this is happening, and we'll go over everything today. We're going to go over everything. But why is this happening? And why is it happening now? That is very, 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 very important to cover off. Very important. Now, Cointelegraph says, XRP gains 30% after Ripple gets permission to explain fair notice defense versus the SEC. The long time frame chart is painting a death cross pattern, however, suggesting a sell-off ahead. Ripple XRP price rose nearly 30% in a week, and then they talk about, the judge and what permissions she's allowed, saying that it was positive for Ripple. Then they're talking about the death cross, in this particular graph, which we'll go over the charts in a little bit, about what is happening there, what that looks like, the 50-week EMA, all the signals. And can we just start by saying, as much as it is amazing what is going on right now, that there is still a very high possibility of a hard retrace happening. However, at the same time, I'm going to be showing you some charts a little bit later on, which are going to excite you. It will be hard to sleep after this. And you know what? I don't apologize one bit, because we have been patient. The XRP army has been patient, and some of you have been waiting for what is about to happen in 2022 since January 2018. And for those of you that have been around XRP since then, I believe, it's a personal opinion, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, that your patience will be rewarded in the most epic way in 2022. Now, I love the media. I love how the media just switches it up and changes, right? Look at this. Now, XRP leads the gains in major cryptos. Oh, so now it's the good one. Now, all of a sudden, there are positive media articles about XRP. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, let's have a look at what was spoken about. We're going to play a video. It's not the best quality sound, so I do apologize for that. But it's very interesting what he says in it. Let's take a listen to what he has to say.
Particularly important one to look at, because it says a lot about where crypto regulation is going. Is the crypto known as XRP? It was created by the founders of Ripple. Ripple is a blockchain system that essentially allows you to do cross-border payments seamlessly, fast. It could be replacing the SWIFT system that we have now, that you use regular currency. So this is very interesting. The SEC has sued Ripple, saying that it issued a security in XRP to pay for the build-out of Ripple that was not registered with the SEC. That case is huge. And here's what's interesting today. XRP is ripping, to coin a phrase here. And, it's up like, it's up like 20% today. No one can really figure out why, other than this case is moving forward. John Deaton, a lawyer associated with the case, tweeted some stuff out about the discovery, that it really didn't hold much. There's really not much there. So I think what's going on here is you see the market betting on this case. I will say this, David, if the SEC loses the XRP case, you could see XRP rip. You can also see Bitcoin rip, because that'll be an indication to the markets that the government cannot regulate broadly the crypto business. So just keep an eye on this. The other thing to keep an eye on, of course, is a White House report on cryptos. What is it, and how they should be regulated. that's coming out. And we keep hearing imminently. That could have an impact on crypto prices, particularly XRP. If the government broadly says Bitcoin is okay as a security, doesn't need to be registered, we give it our blessing, but nothing else is, you could see other cryptos like Ether, XRP fall if that's the case. And some people are suggesting that could be the case. So a lot of stuff going on here. If you're looking to trade crypto, buyer beware. There's all sorts of conflicting stuff out there, and no one has a clue exactly what the government is going to do with this new report, but it should have some impact on prices, we're hearing. David, back to you.
Okay, so what's really, really interesting here is that there's some really, really good points that have been made. Like some very, very good points that have been made here. Nobody knows what's going on at the moment, point number one. And that there is an important, something that we don't like hearing when we are invested in something. You know, like, oh, nobody knows what's going on or nobody knows what's going to happen. But it's something that we have to recognize today. At the price that we're at, the movement that we've made, euphoria, FOMO, all these things are starting to kick in. And it's really, really, really bad. I see it in Facebook communities, TikToks, people getting excited, people starting to FOMO in. Bad. You cannot have emotions with your cryptocurrencies portfolio, any portfolio for the matter. And more importantly, you should never be chasing green candles. Now, you've had the time. You've had your time to go out and get it. Don't chase green candles, because what goes up has to have a retrace. It's just what happens. It cannot continue to go up vertically forever. At the same time, I have to tell you, I told you so, because you've had time. You've had plenty of time to get it before these prices. So it's really, really important to, if you've made the mistake, recognize the mistake, acknowledge the mistake, and then keep moving forward. Don't have to dwell on it. Don't have to worry about it, kick yourself. Just learn the lesson and never do it again. That's very, very, very important. Now, the other thing that he mentions is that, what I found interesting is that he reckons that the market is taking a bet on XRP. And that's why we're seeing the prices that we're seeing today. Now, on that note, I agree. I think they're looking at the odds of Ripple winning, case settling, on-demand liquidity, all the things that this particular cryptocurrency and organization have to offer. And the whales, the big players are saying, you know what? This is looking pretty good. I'm taking this. Like I'm taking this. I'm taking the risk. I'm acknowledging the risk, and please acknowledge the risk with what you hold. Always. And never put in more than you can afford to lose. Ever. But the big guys, the big dogs, are saying, this is looking good. This is looking real good. You know what? I'm going in. That is what I think is happening today. It's the only explanation today that I have for you. What do you think? Now, there have also been talks about the Fed designing their own digital dollar that handles 1.7 million transactions per second. Now, is the price action that is happening today somehow involved with the CBDCs that are being built and utilizing XRP as the blockchain? Could it be? One thing's for sure, something is up. Something just doesn't smell right. I do believe that we will get a pullback. Again, it's just a personal opinion. It's not financial advice. But I believe that we will see one more pullback before we truly go off. Unless, when I show you a little later on a particular chart, unless we just fly from here. Now, all over the world, the news is everywhere. XRP is trending on Twitter, it's trending on Google. It is incredible what social media has done to cryptocurrency research, cryptocurrency news, and just in general, how involved people are by getting their news source just from social media. And Twitter, TikTok have become, YouTube have become places of destination every day for people to go and look at these things. So when one starts to trend, like, you know, we know how strong the XRP community is, that brings a lot of new people into the game. Now, when we went down and the whole market went down, there was opportunities. Those were the days for opportunities to get in. There will come a day when the bull run ends that it will be time to sell. Please don't be greedy when that time arrives. When you feel that your portfolio has reached a level that you're very, very happy with the profits, get out. Don't get liquidated, because when the bear market does arrive, it will be strong. It will be 80 to 90%. It will be brutal. That's why they call them bears, right? They're going to eat you alive. So be mindful of that, because we're about to get very, very excited. We're all about to get excited as the market starts to go to new highs in 2022. And when I talk long term, right? When I say the market's going to go up in 2022, I don't mean tomorrow. I mean throughout this year. Please be mindful of that, because sometimes you guys have your own ways of listening. Now, there's no doubt that it is very exciting to see this sort of candle. Now, the key resistance level of it is at $1. If we break above that dollar and consolidate above that dollar, there is going to be major FOMO coming in. Major FOMO coming in from investors. There is no doubt. If we break that trend line where it hits $1, it's going to be epic. My personal opinion is that we're going to hit it, then we're going to retrace, maybe come back down to like 77, 74 cents, and then we will continue the uptrend. I personally at the moment don't believe we're going to break it and continue to go up. If we do, you're going to see $4 very, very, very quickly. Now, I promised you that you weren't going to sleep tonight. And here it is. This is looking biblical. This is looking extremely bullish. If we look at the RSI, this is on the weekly, which is the bottom chart. When you look at that green line, it is about to break that trend line. Once it breaks, it is a rocket ship. It's going to be a rocket ship. And it's not far from breaking it. Like I said, I think we're going to hit $1, retrace back down to 77 cents, and then 74, 77 cents. But this trend line on the RSI is about to break. And it's going to be monstrous, the move that we're about to make. Goosebumps at the moment while making this. So what does it look like once we do get back down to 77 cents? If we get back down to 77 cents, what does it look like? Well, the key levels that we've spoken about before still apply. You know, you got $1.84, which is very, very important. $2.57 is very important. $8.83 will be huge, and $24 is they're all very, very major important levels. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a simulation. It's not exactly how it's going to go. But they are the key points the key price barriers that we will be hitting. Now, there are so many scenarios to play at the moment. Once we get back, if we do get back down to 78 cents, there's a lot of different scenarios, bullish scenarios, non-bullish scenarios, bearish scenarios, all sorts of things that can occur. So we must keep our feet on the ground and be open to the possibilities of multiple different scenarios taking place. Maybe we do go back down a little bit more. Maybe we go back down to 60 cents before we go up. We must keep an eye open. Now, the blue line has broken. So we have broken above the blue line. Because we've broken above the blue line, 60 cents looks like a great retest of the blue line before we take off to $1.10. That, to me, makes sense and could occur. Now, when you look long term, at what we're about to do, it's going to be one amazing ride being with you every day talking about this. Now, I did promise you that you weren't going to sleep tonight. So if the previous chart didn't, cause you to not sleep tonight, maybe this one will. History doesn't always repeat itself, but sometimes it rhymes. Now, let's rhyme with this particular formation. Because if we get sideways movement that looks like this, it will be identical to the sideways movement that occurred pre-2017 pump. Yeah. We needed a moment of silence. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. It is fantastic to be with you every single day. I hope you're excited because I'm getting very, very excited. If you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.